Hello, today I'm going to reply to this comment which was dropped on the video I uploaded about a day and a half ago about the voting event next week. And I was sharing channeled guidance and then also what the energy that I was able to read on both of the main candidates, okay? This person says, no, I love your content, just strongly disagree about DT. This person. My father was a contractor in the 80s in Atlantic City and did a lot of work for him on his casinos and never got paid. Put my father out of business. Not okay. And I just want to clarify again. If you go watch the last video I did responding to another comment from that video, I don't support either. I don't support the system. Okay, I only voted once in my entire life, and that was after massive peer pressure, and I was guilt tripped. I was treated absolutely horribly in order to guilt trip me into doing it. I will never do it again because I don't believe it's real. I've never believed it was real. Okay, so go check out my playlist on the Collapse of the Pillars if you want more channeled guidance around this whole system of the pyramid that we are being ran by on this planet. Okay, so first let me just say that I do not in any way support unkindness to anyone. I don't support projection of your own beliefs and anger and fear. I support love and unity and community. This system, the political system, is none of that. Okay. Let me just also clarify and recap what I included in that first video, which is this person is not as scripted as this person. This person, from what I saw when I tuned into the energy, is 100% controlled. This person isn't speaking anything about any personal opinions on anything. 100% controlled, okay? A puppet. This person doesn't appear to be able to be controlled. And you can tell because the words and the things that he uses would never be said by this person because this person's controlled and scripted in order to gain trust from the masses. And I've seen this with Hollywood, with musicians, etc. Right? This person doesn't seem to care. So you have to understand and take all this with a grain of salt, right? Whether you see this person in person, whether you see a video or information from the media is 100% orchestrated, and it's going to make everything look worse in order based on whatever belief system they want you to have. Okay, but neither one of these people neither one of these candidates, I'll say, have our best interests in mind. The system needs to collapse. However, I'm going to explain with a visual here in a second. Every soul who's incarnated into human form, once we're here, and I explained this in the last video, we're corruptible, right? So I have seen and I've channeled, and if you want, I don't like to do this a lot on this channel, but if you go follow Ash Supernatural Sagas, she channels a lot, or she feels into the energy a lot of famous people. And she has seen that, and I've seen this as well, but not as much because I don't do this as much as her. I use my channel for other things, but she has seen that light workers, very bright light souls came in and they were corruptible, but they came and still lived their mission by exposing truth or helping to wake people up in some way. But once you're here in human body, there is nothing keeping you from being corruptible, because once we come out of the womb, we're immediately inundated by the matrix, by these people who've created the systems of control to keep us from remembering who we really are. But that's over, okay? All of us that have woken up, we're here to change and create the new world. The only way to do that is for all of this old stuff to collapse, okay? So just really quickly, and we'll move on from this comment and I'll share what I have here. In no way do I support anyone that isn't completely 100% operating from kindness. In fact, I have people in my family who are incredibly vindictive, and I have had things done to me that if I was a vindictive person, I would have done the same thing. But I did not come with those codes. I'm not going to lash out and hurt people when I'm hurt. That comes from trauma. When you're hurting other people, hurt people, right? So I in no way, no matter what, believe, even when I'm deeply hurt by someone, I in no way believe that there should be retaliation. You're feeding the very thing that you're fighting against when we do that. And when you go check out my story, you'll see on my website that I stood up against massive racism and corruption in a Fortune 100 bank as a highly sought after VP and executive. I was the only one speaking up, and it cost me my job, and I was warned and I was bullied. I had a stroke even because of the heavy bullying that I was enduring. Everyone told me to stop. Everyone told me to be quiet. For my health, for my job, I had a perfect record in that company. But because these toxic masculine leaders were acting in a very racist way against minority women, I could not stand silent, and I would not stand silent, and it cost me my job. I say cost me because it ended up being the most beautiful miracle. At the time, it was trauma. I created a blog about it. You can go on my website to check that out. So, not okay, right? What this person is saying about what this person did. Now, I'll say the caveat is, don't believe everything you hear or say. Don't take it all for face value, because there's so many different things that could be happening as well, right? Like if you witness a car accident, or if 100 people witness a car accident and a report is taken from every one of those people, you're going to get different reports based on where they were standing, how they interpreted it, were they paying attention, based on their experience, based on their trauma, based on how they feel, have they been in an accident, have they not? So that's why it's so important to go inward for your truth, okay? All right, let me just share here what I've got. So a reminder, we're souls in we're fractals of Source. We are part of Source, God, Creator, in a human body having an experience. Well, you can incarnate into human or something else, right? But everyone watching this video most likely is human. Once you're here, we have free will. We're corruptible. We're indoctrinated by belief systems and control systems from the time we come out of the womb, all right? It's all orchestrated to keep us from remembering who we really are. We are here partly as a journeying. We're using this place to journey to remember. What greater thing to achieve than to come into a very dense, polarized, dense environment and wake up and overcome the false illusion and remember your divinity. Coming here is, new souls don't come here, okay? This is not easy here. We are here to save us. No one else is going to save us. In fact, the whole system, specifically I'll talk about the political system, that all needs to collapse. I did a whole series on this called What in the Hell is Going On Around the World. It's a 7-part series a couple of months ago where I explained some of this in more detail, what's going on here. Anyone who ends up in any type of political chair is playing the game to some extent, and anytime we invest our energy into any of these systems, we're keeping them going, all right? So go inward and discern what's true for you, what you should be doing, what type of action you should take. But at the very least, these very polarizing people, all right, you're either firmly on one side or another, right? These very polarizing, and this person in general is incredibly polarizing because of the stuff that comes out of his mouth, because he's not scripted, right? Oh, it's maddening. Okay, but I don't watch this stuff because I don't believe it's real. And these people are partly in these positions in order to push people awake. The more freedoms that are taken from us, the more we're forced. We don't choose these people. These people are chosen for us because it's not a real system. We don't choose these people. If we were able to choose people, we would choose loving people who aren't in it for money, who aren't in it for fame, who aren't in it for fortune, who truly have the best interests. We would create a whole new system, but it's not up to us. It's up to these people. But actually, it is up to us now that we're awake. Those of us that are awake, we're here to crush the system, okay? So some of these people, once you can remove yourself from the systems and you can observe it neutrally, you can see how it's all a game. And the more polarizing these people are, political people, Hollywood people, musicians, they're all bought and paid for, okay? The further they push, the more polarizing things they do, the more people that wake up, like 2020, okay? So trauma wakes people up. So some of these people are being allowed to be in these positions of power by the light, I would say, because we need more people to wake up to what's really going on, all right? So when we come here and incarnate, there's many people who have taken on roles to help with the awakening. I covered this in a couple of videos ago. People are placed into all of these pillars here, political structures, banking, finance, Western meds, and education, as well as religion, media, law, and Hollywood. That's the glue that keeps this all together. People have incarnated into these positions in order to wake up and whistle blow or blow the lid off of things, disclose truth. Some of them have it's cost them their human incarnation, right? Their soul will live on forever, but they've taken on really hard roles. Always use discernment and connect to your higher self. Do not take anyone else's word for how you should be living your life. Connect your higher self. I have a free guide on my website for this. Making decisions from external influence is never in your best interest. That's where it all starts, is the education system. If you ever asked yourself why you believe what you believe, why you believe this stuff is real, it started in childhood, right? And then where did your beliefs come from? Do they serve you? If not, let them go. All right, I hope that clears up some things. I'll probably respond to a couple more comments. Drop your questions. If you want anything else clarified, I would love to see it. Of course, everything I share is channeled, and for fun and entertainment TikTok, everyone gets to use their own discernment. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next video.